Hi Sugar Buns, this is Kuroshiro here, and yeah, I'm making this video based on the Cipher Rush Nerf that will be occurring not now, but soon. But here, as we can see, are all the timestamps for what we're gonna go through today. And feel free just to skip this just to go through the timestamp because I'm gonna say some like important stuff here. I'm making this video to make it clear like what the devs are planning to do. It's a small like it's what I believe they're gonna do, right? Because if they actually nerf Cipher Rush without these, it'll be very hunter-sided, so I'm just saying, right? I respect everyone's opinion, whether you believe the Cipher Rush is balanced, not balanced, etc, etc. But please, just for this video, right, if you're gonna comment, feel free to state your opinion, but don't reply to anyone else's opinion. I do not want to fight in this video. So please, just comment what you think. Feel free to state your opinion. And don't reply to anyone else's comments. You may disagree, that's fine, leave it and go. Okay? Just because, like, you know, I've said before, just because like on other like videos as well, some people start talking about Cipher Rush and there was a huge fight, so I don't want this here. Now then, so I would be happy if people would respect one another's opinion, whether like you know it's true or not, doesn't matter, just leave it, just no fight please. Okay then, now with all the intro done, let's go on to the number one reason to Cipher Rush nerf adjustment. Now then, here as we can see, this is on Either IDV YouTube, and from the Q&A, question 14, they asked, recently there are more survivors who don't have debuff decoding speed and increases the overall decoding speed. Do you have any plans to decrease overall decoding speed? And the devs replied, now we have planned a huge adjustment including the decoding speed. Meaning, there will be a nerf, right? I remember reading this from a forum, but I can't find it anymore, I don't know why, but the devs have clearly stated that in higher tiers, even without VC, Cipher Rush could be a huge problem to hunters, high tier hunters in general, which is why they want to nerf the Cipher Rush currently. Okay? That is from the devs, not from me. That is from the devs. For those of us in high tier hunter, I guess we all know, like in general, if, hypothetically speaking, if someone dies in 40 seconds, well, of course, that's not your fault, that's your teammate's fault. But like, you can change plans and sell and go for the tie instead. That is, of course, a strategy. And of course, the hunter can also go out and, you know, basically interrupt the ciphers. But then in exchange, as we see from CN server, we just have a rescuer coming close to the chair to give the hunter tinnitus. In exchange, you know, having 2 people decode instead of 3 people decode. That's just the strategy as it goes, and high tiers has been using that, which works efficiently, really well, in China server too. And like, they can usually get the tie unless they can't 60-second kite the, like, you know, the second chase. But like, in the end of the day, just my personal opinion, if you can't kite 60 seconds first chase, and then you can't kite 60 seconds second chase, then I don't know, man. I don't know, like, should be a hunter win in my opinion. But of course, it's not your fault if you're not being the one who's chased. Now then, number two will be harassers. We all know how annoying harassers will be, like the likes of Forward, the likes of Batter, the likes of even like maybe sometimes Acrobat, Priestess, Seer. All of those characters, harassers and support characters, can like elongate the kite, meaning that like it'll be harder in general to like down someone fast, even like presuming like before half rescue or after half rescue. If the harassers does a good job, even without communication, you know, it's doable. It's doable if you do a 40-second kite. Point number 2. And then point number 3 being, you know, as I've said before, the CN server has realized that this is a huge problem to high tier hunters. They have realized that a lot of high tier hunters struggle with this in CN server, right? We're not talking about NAU, we're not talking about Asia, we're talking about CN. So yeah, this is not my opinion, this is CN statement. Now, will Cipher Rush actually be nerfed? Cipher Rush will not be nerfed currently. It will not be nerfed now. It will be nerfed after Koa. 5 ends, because all the huge adjustments occur after the big event ends, and for this one it'll be co-op 5. So most likely in 2 months, as we have seen in this season's essence, there's only 2 essence instead of 3 essence, meaning that after season 20, which is I think only 2 months instead of 3 months, there will be a nerf implemented for season 21. Okay, so that's point 2 done. What will be implemented during the time before the nerf, right? So what will happen during the time before the nerf? On my community post, I have stated, based on recent Cipher Rush news, I just want to inform everyone that it won't be only Cipher Rush nerf. There will be a 100% chance to be an all survivor buff or an all hunter nerf due to the fact that hunters already have adapted to Cipher Rush. So it won't be as easy as just nerfing Cipher Rush in general. Because as we've all known in high tier, right, hunters and survivors both have the sweaty hands, because you know hunters have the slug for the win, and like hunters have currently adapted to the Cipher Rush in general. They know if they don't get a 60-second down, or even if they don't, you know, have a successful camp, then you know it's gonna be a lose game overall, unless they control the map. But then again, controlling the map with 3 ciphers far apart from each other, I don't think it's gonna work. So like, since hunters have adjusted to such rush, the devs will clearly have to implement survivor buffs to allow the survivors to kite longer. So like, we have recently seen, you know, Doctor's buff, you know, Doctor's small little buff, and then Seer's recent nerf. It is clear that there will be a changing meta and also a changing hunter meta. So hunter and survivor metas are going to change. I believe we're going to see undead as meta soon, right? That's the whole reason why they made undead. They want undead to be meta. That's what I believe personally. So yeah, we'll probably be seeing some buffs on survivors. That's not going to be Annie or Acrobat. Probably buffs on, you know, barmaid, first officer, the likes of those, because like, you know, they're not usually used. So like, there will be a change in meta, and like, you know, nerfs. We're probably going to be seeing one more sculptor nerf, which I'll be looking forward to soon. I'm gonna cry about it. And maybe a bonbon nerf, but you know, we will have to see. I'm just, you know, hypothetically speaking, it's not confirmed, but I'm just hypothetically speaking, right? I don't know what they're gonna do. If they're only gonna do like a 10-second increase in cipher decoding time, then like, you know, I don't think that's what they're gonna do, since there's a huge plan for it, as they've stated. So yeah, so that's what will be implemented before the nerf. So we'll have survivor buffs, we'll have probably hunter nerfs, and maybe we'll have some miscellaneous tasks for survivors to do, if they're planning not to nerf the rush. So yeah, you know. Now then, point number 4, reasons to why this will be implemented. I guess I stated why this will be implemented, because you know, hunters have adapted to it, survivors have adapted to it too. So you know, like, yeah. And then point number 5, what will we be expecting? We won't be expecting much for now, but we'll be expecting buffs, nerfs, adjustments from here and there. We'll just see how the devs want to do. But like, just for everyone who's like, you know, thinking about, oh, they're gonna nerf Cipher Rush and it's gonna be hunter-sided. It probably won't be, to be honest. It's very hard to like balance a game that's asymmetrical 4v1, cause you know, it is just what it is. It is just what it is. And like, you know, just a small personal opinion here for myself as well. People are like, high tier is hunter sided. Listen, this is my personal opinion. You can attack me for this, but don't attack anyone else that agrees with me, okay? Only attack me, not anyone else. For me personally, there's quick messages available for survivors to use, even without VC. I believe like there's still some sort of communication. So for me personally, I don't agree. I genuinely don't agree with when someone says, oh, but there's no VC in Survivor High tier, so like it's hunter sided. I don't find it that way because, you know, there's Cipher decoding progress, there's takeover decipher for me, don't rescue me, help me, the hunter is near me, the hunter has changed targets, be aware, etc, etc. There is still some sort of communication in the game, right? And like, even with just help me, maybe the harasser will come and say, don't move, I'm coming, I'll come help you, please pin me your location, so you just bam pin me your location while you kite. That's still some sort of communication. And of course, if the devs fully remove all of those communications, then it will be hunter sided. But for now, for me personally, and I respect all survivors who disagree or hunters that disagree with my statements, for me personally, it is still survivor sided. Because we have to add into the fact that survivors can kite 60 seconds. Right? And then with the likes of harassers and supporters, they can kite even longer. Which is what I still believe it is survivor sided. It's lean towards survivors because survivors need it, and I respect that. But of course, sometimes it just gets too stressful for like me. And like, you know, the video that I just recently posted, a 4-man Cipher Rush team, if I didn't find TME and down her fast early enough, maybe I would have lost that game, you know? I genuinely sweated and shaked for that match so hard. But like, yeah, that's just my personal opinion. Some people might agree with me on this one, some people might not agree with me on this one. That's fine, okay, that's fine. Don't attack others. You can feel free to attack me, don't attack others, okay? You can disagree, etc, etc, but don't attack others, okay? Okay, good. But yeah, so this is what we will be expecting from Cipher Rush. There will be a nerf after Koa, TLDR, there will be a nerf after Koa. What will be implemented, there will be survivors buffs, hunters nerfs, or even maybe survivor miscellaneous tasks be added, just to, you know, somehow help the hunters with the Cipher Rush. Reasons to why it will be implemented, it's based off CN server statements. There will be a nerf. The devs have realized that it's really hard for hunters to, you know, tie and win because of dungeon. Let's not forget dungeon's existence. And what we'll be expecting is, you know, this season will be shorter, so they're definitely trying to get the Koa done now as ASAP. Well, not ASAP, but like they're trying to get Koa done smoothly. They have so much stuff on their hands, they want to do the balance. They know it's imbalanced for hunters right now, they know it's hard for hunters. So yeah, that's it from me. And I guess just in general, I hope you know, understand something. If you don't understand, feel free to comment. I hope I can reply and, you know, answer your questions. If I can't, sorry, my bad. I'm just not good enough, I guess. And yeah, this is all from me. I am Kuroshi the Gaming, and this is basically what will be happening before the Cipher Rush nerf. As table context, of course. And now I will see y'all for the next one. Well, I mean, maybe if you find this interesting, why not sub? I'm not doing that. Alright, see ya, bye bye!